Alright, let's get this show on the road. Hello, everyone out there. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Luke. I am a professional Dungeon Master in Australia. And I've been a professional Dungeon Master for about 4 years. I run... hello Ashton, good to see you. I've been running D&D for... thank you for the follow. I've been running D&D professionally for about 4 years now, just under 4 years. And I run a company called Dungeon Master for Hire that is a number of DMs across Melbourne who do all kinds of stuff. And kind of just dipping my toe into the old Twitch arena, hanging out for a bit. And today I'll be making custom monster stat blocks using a collection of miniatures that I bought some time ago that are all kinds of hodgepodge of things, not official monsters at all, but I try and make stuff to accommodate them for our games and make interesting things. So I'll be making probably 1 or 2 here and see how we go on a fun little Friday morning. If anyone's got any questions while I'm doing this or anything, if you want to chip in, I'll probably take a vote on which miniature to make today. I've got a collection of 5 that I've dug out of my collection. I'm probably going to put some stuff together and just have a bit of fun with it. Making monsters is not something I do a lot of. Usually just modify stuff, but also taking D&D advice, questions, all kinds of things as we go along. Anything bugging you about your home games, or anything you just want to ask about pro DMing, or anything else, I'm happy to chip in. Just kind of take it easy, chill out, see what happens. Yeah, so my week's pretty busy this week. I have 4 games this week. I had 2 so far, 2 on Sunday, with a big finale, including the ship, which you can see up there. A big, huge ship, which I've got to create an adventure for within a couple of days, which will be fun, amongst some other things. But it should be good. All right, well, since I've got so much to do, I'm just gonna crack on with this today. So let's move on. Let's get over to our camera setup, of course, and a bit of a hodgepodge. I've had to kind of just throw a weird setup together with my phone because my other camera didn't work. And we'll see what monster we're going to make today. So, camera decided not to work. There we go. Okay, so here's our miniature selection for today. We've got a little plant with a carrot. Seems a bit weird. We've got a dwarven, don't know what that is, probably a dwarven alchemist or something like that. He's got a scar on his face holding a pinkish kind of axe. We've got a goblin or some kind of creature riding a little hobby horse with a little lance there, you can see. We've got what looks like a Bond villain in chicken form. He's standing on some lava. Pretty interesting. He's got a little eye patch on, looking with a bit of a face on him. And lastly, we've got some sort of golden, certainly Egyptian style, sort of sphinx or something like that, a griffin of some kind, griffin with no wings. I don't know what that would be called. So I'm not really fussed on which one I'm going to make today. I have no purpose for today's stream. Kind of just doing it for just a bit of fun. And I'm going to be using the D&D 5e stat block generator from tetra-cube.com, which is I've used a couple of times in the past, which has been pretty good. And yeah, not really fussed on which one I have a crack at. Has anyone below got any decision on which one they would like to see? Ashton, anything from you? Let's get that one into you. Let's move it back a bit. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to roll a dice. I'm not precious about it, I think. So I'm going to need a dice. I'll go and get one. I agree, the chicken with the eye patch is very intriguing. I have no idea what it would do, but it looks like some kind of villain, so I think it might be nice to give it a bit of a boost. Small creatures with trying to make them dangerous is quite difficult, so I think that'll be kind of fun. Let's get him up. Let's get him front and center. There we go. Nope, that ain't gonna work. All right. Well, the mob has spoken. And by the mob, I mean Ashton. All right. Well, we should get started. I think. Let's move. So let's I have lived on farms and things like that. I don't like chickens, they weird me out. I agree. Alright, let's get the music turned down a bit. Okay. Alright, so here's our chicken we're going to be making today. Let's get some background going on here. Make sure we make it visible. They're very scary. But I grew up in Queensland, so I see a lot of scary things. Alright, there's our boy we're going to be making today. So we're going to make a monster stat block just on this little fella. For now, and see how we go. So I'll just be openly musing, carrying on about monster creation, things like that. I do like to generally try to use an existing monster stat block and then modify it from there. Mainly just because of time. I don't want to go through and create all these stats and have to build stuff and kind of muck around trying to do calculations and things like that. So I like to find a monster that is similar and go from there. I mean, Goblin boss as a base. What do you mean by Goblin boss as a base? Oh, you mean using... Oh, yeah, Goblin boss, yeah, sorry, I got you. Yep, as a base monster, sorry. Completely, yep. Alright, Goblin boss as a base. That's a good idea, I think. We could start from here. Let's go and have a look at the Goblin boss. Hope it's in the SRD, because I didn't load it up in here. Of course it's not. Alright, well, I'm going to go and get that then, because that's not going to help me. Alright. Let's go and find it. So, let's have a bit of a squiz here. Apologies if it's all kind of out of whack. Alright. I've already ruined my my padding here, so I'll have to just quickly fix that. Just give me a second. Alright, how's everyone's day going? Everyone busy? Things to do? Got any questions? I know Ash doesn't have any questions. Astra is, of course, also a professional dungeon master, who is super duper talented. Alright, just gonna get my stat block page fixed up here. I've always not sure about podcasts. I've already got enough going on to do podcasts, so yeah, I don't know. I was a bit torn on that one. How is it? Let's get rid of that. Let's just do that. Okay, let's go with that. Send this one to the back here. And the chat come. I've done audio editing sometimes, and it's always been a bit of a nightmare, so kind of not really for me. I've had to make videos last year for for a thing I was doing. I run a fantasy football league, and we did all these challenges, and video editing required a lot of video editing, and it would take me 2 hours to make a 30-second video. It was not for me at all. Okay, so here's our Goblin boss stat block, which we might try for a base here. Obviously, there's going to be some problems here. Chickens can kind of fly. They can't wear a chain shirt, as you can see on the Goblin boss stats, and the speed might change and things and stuff like that. So, pretty good. The HP is a bit high, I would say, maybe a little bit. Oh, climate change and economics. Just cut out the dead air, right, and just move on. That's the dead air done. Turn into, keeps it tight. I listened to my podcast with the speed up, or cutting the white, the dead air out. Helps a lot. All right, so our Goblin boss here. We've got a little bit of strength, dexterity, constitution. Ah, that explains your tweet. Yep, gotcha. So strength, bit of dex, which I think chickens should have. Con, also quite low. Maybe I could start with the abyssal chicken. I'm thinking maybe this one's not going to cut it. Let's get our abyssal chicken up and find out what that is. Because I kind of want it to be tough, but not too tough, I guess, if that makes sense. Having a chicken that has 1,000,000 HP is kind of not really going to work that well. Oh, damn it, wrong count. Alright, abyssal chicken. Let's get our abyssal chicken up. Trying to find a cheeky stat block here. Here we go. Alright, let's go with this. No, I see your point. Alright, so 13, 10. Yeah, 10's good. I think I might give it a bunch of escape abilities. Maybe the eye patch gives resistance to non-magical damage, things like that. I'm definitely going to give it a detriment for the eye patch. There is Jarlaxle Banray who has an eye patch. It was an eye patch of a knave's eye patch. Ooh, that'd be fun. A chicken with a magical eye patch. That'd be fun. Let me just pull up that knave's eye patch. I definitely have that. I'm actually running 2 Dragon Heist games at the moment. Oh, come on. That's 2 words, that's why. Okay. Well, that's not that interesting, the knave's eye patch. Advantage of perception, surprisingly. We could do a modified knave's eye patch. Alright. Well, Abyssal Chicken, here we go. 13 natural armor, 10 hit points. I like that. Speed, 35 Sea Bad Flyer. I do like this. Okay, I think the Abyssal Chicken might be a good base here. And we'll just buff it with a little bit of magic items and maybe a Goblin bonus action disengage or something like that. This is a good place to start, I think, the old Abyssal Chicken. Typical me, just looking for chicken and just going, it's the chicken, we'll just make a chicken. Alright. Well, that's a good place to start, I think. So, I can't use... how am I going to get this out? I can't. Alright. So, let's just go through the stats here. We'll do the name last. Name will be the fun part. They're small or tiny? They're tiny. Get this up and running here. There we go. So, let's get that going. Well, one of the things you'll be aware of, Asher, as well, is that you just have to cut down your prep time. It's a very important aspect of making sure you've got enough time. Reusing material, things like that. You know, it's super important. Alright, we've got a tiny beast, as is standard. Beast is super obvious, as they are little tiny dinosaurs. Any alignment we'll go with. Not going to have 5 hit dice, I'm going to have probably 2 hit dice, if that. We'll give them a little bit of... Oh, actually, this Mr. Chicken's got 3, so maybe we go with 3. Armor type is natural armor, of course. And we'll give them a... Chickens are pretty dexterous. Let's stick with 3. I think 3 is good. Alright, let's have a look at so far. Alright, 30 feet of running. 30 feet of running, 30 feet of flying, bad flying, correct. We'll have to kill off the resistances. Right, let's start with the Abyssal Chicken's base stats. It's 6, 14, 13, 4, 9, 5. Alright. 6, 14, 13. 4, intelligence. Oh no, we're going to fix intelligence. Definitely going to fix intelligence because he has an eye patch. He's not going to be dumb. We're going to pop that to an 8. Nah, let's go 10. This is maybe like a sentient, maybe like an awakened chicken. There we go. See, inspiration's just rolling off the tongue here. We'll get an awakened chicken boss. So he's actually got a significant amount of intelligence. So we could probably put Wiz to 12, Charisma to a flat 10. Strength is going to be low, of course. It's a physical problem. So we're going to leave that. Even though you are awakened, you are not strong. So, I think we're off to a good start already. So I like the idea of an awakened chicken boss who has a Bond villain voice. So you walk in, you see this thing sitting on a chair, kind of spins around. Just the whole reveal with the eye patch. And goes, "Well, you found my lair." I don't know how I can talk, but it'd be funny. Found my lair. And it kind of just constantly pecks while it speaks. Okay. Oh, I've got to move this over. This is a little bit out of whack here. Let's get this up right. There we go. Alright. Okay. So we've got some base stats here. I mean, the shortcut to make a cool beast is always to awaken it. There's a really good adventure I've run a couple of times, which is an awakened T-Rex that runs a crime syndicate. And I had them have a bathrobe on in a reveal and smoking a pipe, and have a monocle. It's pretty good. Alright, our Abyssal Chicken. 2 attacks, 1 bite, 1 claw. I'm tempted to give this thing a gun. Like a pellet gun or something. Alright, we've got our stats here. No skills yet, we'll worry about that later. Resistances? No real resistances. We might just change it into the magic item. Okay. Flying, we've got some flying speed, 30 feet. Get that up. Alright, no hovering. Trying to think maybe legendaries or not. It's a cluck. Alright, that's done. Cluck. What's the name of a cluck? What's the name of a Glock weapon? Glock models. What's the most famous Glock model? See, the kind of things I have to research. Glock 36. Or Glock 18. Yeah, there we go. So it's a Glock 18. Well, that's decided. Weapon, attacks, and action. Glock 18. Damn it. I've forgotten how to add these. Oh, there we go. I'm going to use the ranged weapon attack using Dex. It's the Glock 18. Alright, we'll figure that out later. It's a good place to start. No, we're going to keep it. It's fine. I like this researching stuff. Now I've added a pellet gun. Alright, don't worry about that. Okay. What have we got from here? So we've got our weapon here. We could probably do a claw or something like that. Maybe we'll add could do laser eye patch maybe. Let's have a look at this guy. It's got lava on the base here, as you can see. Nothing really else of note, just the eye patch. But it's very well painted. It's painted by Melbourne Mini Painter. Some of you might be aware of if you're local. Sarah paints minis all the time. She does fantastic work. And she just was selling a batch of stuff last year before. And I just said, yep, I'll just buy whatever you got. And just bought a huge box of blind minis. I saw some pictures. There's a lot of Warhammer stuff in there and things like that. But there's a lot of interesting pictures that I do put up on Instagram occasionally or on Twitter of weird models and things like that. And I have been doing this monster creation for a bit for a friend of mine, his Discord as well. Alright, so we've got our, we'll add a bite and a claw just for fun, just to give him some actions. Alright, so we're going to add two melee weapon attacks with Dex. And a bite. And we'll add a claw. And we'll put these in order. Alright. Alright, not terribly interesting so far. There's not a lot going on. Yeah, nimble escape, I like that. Yep. Let's put that in. Bonus action. Yeah, bonus action. Yeah, we'll do that. Abilities, great. Alright, nimble escape. Alright, how are we looking so far? Okay, languages. Well, it's going to speak common. We'll go with that. We'll put that in already. Okay. Still not terribly interesting. I think we're missing something here. We'll lower that natural armor bonus. I think that's a bit high. I think 13 is reasonable. But we will name it to Flurry Feathers, you are right. So. Oh, wrong. Wrong. Alright. Kill that off. Right, looking better. Disengage and hide. Excellent. Bad flyer. Probably won't put bad flyer. Yeah, I'll put the bad flyer in. It's probably going to make sense. Let's pop that in as well. Okay. Alright, so got some stuff here. Speaking common. Trying to think of some way to make it interesting. The eye patch has got to be a good thing. Knave's eye patch is not a great magic item. So I'm thinking maybe spell reflection. So like a flail snail, maybe it can reflect spells. But I mean, they're one good melee attack and it's basically done. So you've got to kind of factor in. This is supposed to be a boss, but it's got to be. It's so small. I'm trying to think of the smallest bad kind of monster that you can, the toughest monster you can get. Actually, you know what? That's worth researching. Let's go and have a look on D&D Beyond. We'll sort by tiny or small. We'll go with tiny creatures who have the highest CR rating. Let's see what design has come out of that. I guess we'll get tinies going. If you guys can see this, let me just check. Oh, this place is all over the shop. Alright, there's layouts everywhere. Alright, so here's our... Oh, press tiny, what's going on? Filter. Let's make this miniature camera a little bit slow, a little bit smaller. It's taking up too much space here. Right, there you are. There we go. Alright, so our tiny monsters, the Abyssal Chicken, comes in first. How about that? What's the biggest CR creature? A Demi-Lich? Okay, we're not doing that. Okay. There is Traxagore, who you've seen from Descent to Avernus, who I have on this account. Traxagore is an otter, who is also a very powerful wizard, who is a lot of fun. Probably not going to do something like that, because I'm just going to give him spell casting, because that's like a shortcut to... Can we check? Let's have a look at Demi-Lich. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay, we're not doing any of that. Oh, there's a howl ability. What was that? Howl. Where'd it go? There we go. Could do a crow ability. That's not really... Maybe do a crow ability? Maybe? So it look right down the camera. There we go. I can't I love taking advice. It's all the yes ending. I love taking all the suggestions. Alright, we could do a cluck ability. Like a frightening presence. It's an option. This just feels like a cartoon villain at this point. Alright, let's go and look at some other monsters. Trends here. I haven't seen a trend. Oh, I've got to go and get my book. Hang on. Right, I'm still here. Turn my mic. Yep. Okay. Let's get trends here going. Of course, I don't own every book in digital, but I do own a lot of them, so sort of get them as needs basis for online games. Where's trends here? What? Why is it not listed? Yeah, it must be. It has to be a cartoon villain. You can't not do it. You just it has to be. Maybe I shouldn't get too bogged down in mechanics. I just want to make a little turbo chicken. All right, turbo evil chicken. So the eye patch has got to be important. I mean, look, let's just give it a laser eye patch. Let's just go all out. I'm just going to do that. Why am I worrying about balance? I'm probably not going to use it, like, ever. Let's just go laser eye patch. Alright, so let's get rid of the bite and the claw. Well, we'll have to give it a claw if it gets into melee. That's okay. Alright, Clock 18 is going to get renamed, unfortunately. Laser eye patch. Great. Add action, get rid of that. Sorry, Asher, the laser, the clock 18 is going to go. Just. Alright, so we've got some flurry feathers, can disengage and hide, excellent. Can do some damage, you can do some attack things. Okay, so we'll change, let's modify this. Reach is 5 feet, naturally. One target hit is... Man, okay, so it's... We'll do 1d6 for the old claw. Let's see how it looks. Oh, that looks terrible. Alright. Fix that again. They usually make this easier. Okay, so let's get efficiency between +2, so it's a +4 to hit. Reach is 5 feet. One target hits. Hit is 1d6 +2 damage. Action. I think I got the full ending right. Let's have a look. Is that how it looks? I always forget the spaces afterwards. Thinking about that stuff at least. Alright, let's have a quick look. That's spaces. Alright, I could do the brackets, but I'm not going to bother. Alright. Alright, laser eye patch. What do you think? 2d10? It's really getting there. 2d10 fire damage. That sounds good. Well, I'll start with 1d10. It's probably unbalanced. So we've got a range of probably 60/120. Just off the top of my head. Another +4 to hit. And range will be... We'll go 1d10 fire damage. We'll give it a standard... sort of fire bolty kind of thing. Still not terribly interesting. Could do a Napoleon spike. That could work. I could make that work. That'd be interesting. Can make Napoleon. Passive perception 11. Language is common. Claw. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Now we just need. Now I know one thing we're missing. I think is damage mitigation. Now it feels cheap just to give it resistance for nothing, for no reason. It needs to make sense. Whether we armor the chicken or increase the dex, the AC needs to go up, which is the easiest way to do it without it seeming cheap. The hit points could go up, which seems kind of preposterous in that the chicken's not going to have more than 10 hit points. Even that's a bit much. Or you give it legendary resistance or damage resistance, which doesn't have any armor on, which is a bad idea. So it needs to be some sort of, it needs to feel realistic in some regard, in my head. So giving it some utility in terms of disengaging and hiding is great. But there needs to be something else here, or else they're just going to kill it in one shot, and you won't even see, you won't even get a single turn, and it'll be all over. We're going to get neutral evil. Let's go with evil. It's going to be evil. Let's not kid ourselves. So, I'm thinking maybe it's either got like a retaliatory when it's attacked ability. It's got to be something. What secrets have you got, little chicken? Come on. Got to be something. Sparring leader. Yeah, let's have a look at that. That's the Hobgoblin ability. That is true. So that, I mean, I'm thinking about this in a vacuum, which is a bit unfortunate. So I'm looking for the Hobgoblin one. So the that I'm running into is I'm trying to make a solo monster, which is next to impossible. Hobgoblin Warlord I was looking for. The problem is that I shouldn't be thinking about the captain. Thinking about this in a vacuum, where this creature is ideally not going to be alone. There will be other creatures who are assisting, who are going to run interference. Leadership, I like this one here. So leadership ability, the creature can utter a command. It's a nice one. I do like this one. Can utter a special command. I do like leadership. I think that's a really good ability. I'm gonna steal that. That's gonna work. Let me see if that's actually in here. Yeah, so it'll have minions, and then they'll do the work. I actually have a stat block I created a while ago. Just hang on, I'll go and get the miniature. So yeah, it'll definitely have minions, and I've got some sets here that I think will go really well with. So this one is something I made a stat block I made a while ago. This is a squirrel, armored squirrel. It's a bit horrible turn. So I'm thinking armored squirrel might be the thing to do. To add in. I think that might be nice. I've got an angry cat. Pop that in front. That's rough focus. Let me get that on my main camera. I can't even reach. Up you go. Go on. Focus. No. Okay, not gonna work. All right. Well, there's my cat. One of the other cats I've got. This camera's a bit too close. Let's move this back a bit. There we go. Cat, chicken, squirrel. Got the whole crew's here. And lastly, the old little terrier. It's good. That doesn't look great. It's a dog. With a little face on it. There you go. So you can make a whole gang of this. Bunch of creatures operating in a city who think they're animals. You think they're all animals, and they're actually all a crime syndicate, all run by this chicken leader. That'd be kind of fun. And again, these minis come from Melbourne Mini Painter. I mean, I saw these. I was like, I gotta start using these. I have used them a few times, but they're good fun. So I'm thinking this might be a whole gang. Yeah. Alright. Alright, for now though, let's steal that, let's steal the crap out of that leadership ability. We're definitely going to be using that. So, let's go and chuck that in. Creature connect. I'll do this later. I'll update the name. I'm saving the name for later because that's gonna be an action, isn't it? What have I done? Alright, I'm going to be saving the name for last because, well, it's the most important part, let's be real, even though no one ever sees it except for the DM. And it's going to be an action, so let's get rid of that. Alright, looking good now. Okay, so he's not going to be operating on his own. There's going to be stuff in the way, and he'll obviously have a little throne at the end of the final boss room where he's separated from everybody. And having the disengage or hide action is going to be very key. In that he's not going to get nuked in the first round. Hopefully. So I think that's a good way to approach it. So add minions, which I'm not going to worry about the minions for now. But it's something to do. Right. Well, isn't looking too bad so far. 10, 30 feet. Bad fire, yep. This would be a good little one shot. Laser eye, patch, a claw. It's not a terribly inspiring monster, but it's kind of fun. I do like it. Now I need a name. Need a pun. Need a famous villain. Looking up famous villain names on Google. The greatest villains of all time from Empire. Let's go with that. Let's pop that in the main window here. 1 second. Alright, so we're not going to do the Joker. That's out. Michael Myers, T-1000, Freddy Clucker, Agent Chick. Not Bates, I haven't got anything for that. Sheriff of Nottingham, Nurse Ratched, Sauron, Goblin. These are all pretty, not going to help with any of these. Agent Chick's pretty good. Ooh, Hans Gruber, that'd be a good one. How can I, what's a pun for Hans Gruber? Hans... it's got to be a pun for Hans Gruber, that'd be the best one. Loki, the Joker, and Darth Vader. Alright, I need chicken puns. Chicken pun name, what have we got? Ooh, Hans Gruber, nice, not bad, not bad. We could do better, I think. Got it, found it. You ready? I'll type it in, give me a sec. Go load it up. Oh, actually, maybe not. I'll try it. Say hello to Hans Gruber. There we go. I don't know how I didn't think of that quicker. Hans Gruber. I mean, it's not really a hen, but look, we'll make it work. It's a rooster, but no one's going to know. Hans Gruber, I think, is good. Give it the evil German voice. Yes, welcome to my pen. I mean lair. Hans Gruber. All right, I think it's gonna fit. Well, that was relatively quick. It's not too bad. It's got a decent amount of abilities here that might help. Action economy is okay. The hit points are a bit. It's actually calculated 10. Hit dice a D4. Oh, it's built on the size. It does 6. I don't know how they calculated 10 out of that. How do you get 3d4 out of 10? Plus 3 equals 10. Alright, well, I think that one's done. Let's go and save that off. I'm going to save that for myself. Thank you very much. Okay. Don't know if I feel like doing another one. That was pretty good. Let's go back to our old set here. Let's see what we got. Get rid of all these. This lot. Goodbye. Well, now I'm inspired for that one shot. That'd be interesting. If I ever get time to put the thing together. I'm too busy running 6 other campaigns. 6, 7. I lost count. Alright. Well, none of these fit the theme. What could we do? Yeah, not really feeling the theme for any of these ones. You know what? Actually, might just call it there. I think I've got a whole laundry list of things to do today, but I thought I'd check it out for a bit and give me some bit of a push to actually make something instead of just doing the same old stuff. All right, well, Ash, thank you for coming along. I appreciate the chat and your excellent advice for your ideas. So I think Hans Gruber is going to be a thing. I think I'm definitely going to have an evil chicken. That'd be a good kids adventure. So I reckon I can make something out of that. But other than that, it's a quick short stream today, but I enjoyed it. So I'll leave it there. But hopefully I'll see you or someone else next time. See ya.